All right, guys, these are the 10 deadly dating sins. 1. When approaching a girl, don't make excuses for yourself. Saying things like, I know I'm probably not your type, but... If you're not, then why are you even approaching her? If you've gotten up the courage to approach a girl, then just go ahead and try it and do your best. Don't make excuses for yourself. If she rejects you, well, at least you were a man when you approached her. And if she doesn't respond to it, another woman will. 2. Don't try to rationally explain to the girl why you two are a good match. The thing is, you only have to convince someone of something when they disagree with you. And if the girl doesn't think you two are a good match, trying to convince her will make her sure of that. If you have to explain to her what you have to offer, she'll think you're trying too hard. Anytime a guy has ever tried to convince me that we'd be a good match, it's been an instant turnoff. It comes off as desperate. Instead, let her figure out on her own if she likes you. 3. Don't compliment her on her looks. She's naturally attractive. She didn't do anything to earn her looks, and it's awkward to be complimented on something that you didn't actually do. Instead, if there's something she's done that you feel is impressive, well, go ahead and compliment her on that. And if she's proud of it, then she'll feel flattered. But don't compliment her on her looks as a way to suck up to her, because she's going to see through that, and then she'll think that you suck. 4. Don't be rude or stingy with waitstaff. The way you treat waitstaff shows how you treat other people in general, especially when they're in a position where they're trying to please you. So she'll see the way you treat waitstaff as an indication of how you'll treat her in a future relationship once you've won her over. One time, this guy, when we were at a restaurant, made a snide remark about the waiter once the waiter went away. And it just spoke volumes about who he is as a person. All right, now we're getting into the deadliest of the 10 fatal mistakes. Number 5, don't take her out on a fancy dinner for the first date. You don't know if you're gonna like her yet, so why would you wanna invest all of that time and money? If the date isn't good and you pay a lot, you're gonna feel like a chump. And if she pays, in part, she's gonna feel like an idiot. I've been on dates to some really fancy restaurants, and while the food is good, if I'm not into the guy and vice versa, it doesn't make for a good date experience. And then I start worrying about other things like the check, and I don't really want him to treat me if I'm not into him. But at the same time, I don't want to get stuck paying part of a large bill that I didn't sign on for in the first place. The bottom line is, if I'm not into the guy, I'm not going to sleep with him just because he fed me. So instead, why don't you take her out for coffee, go for a drink, or just go for a walk? Something that keeps it low-key for both of you so you can just get to know each other. Number 6, do not tell her how much money you have, what kind of car you drive, or how nice your apartment is in that cool neighborhood you live in. Let her see these things for herself and draw her own conclusions. Take her to your nice apartment or drive up in your nice car, but don't talk about it. The more you try to impress her with your salary, the smaller she'll think your penis is. And anyway, a girl who just wants you for your material possessions isn't actually attracted to the person that you are. She probably won't end up sleeping with you anyway. She'll continue to use you for your favors until either you get tired of it or she gets bored of you. I've been in this situation a number of times where I was tempted to make a relationship work because a guy had money, but at the end of the day, I did not want to sleep with him. So it ended up being a waste of time for both of us. Number 7, don't try to impress her with your accomplishments. I had this guy once tell me, I'm so civic-minded. I started this charity and they do such great work. And then we save the pandas. And he just went on. And he didn't realize that he'd lost me along the way. You know, an accomplishment is something that you do for your own satisfaction. And bragging about it, it's just one step above impressing her with your salary. So why do you feel the need to relate an accomplishment to someone on a date? Are you saying it actually for her benefit, or is it because you like to hear yourself talk? Let accomplishments come up naturally in conversation, and only go into more detail about it if she asks you for it. Number 8, don't talk about your own character traits. Do you ever find yourself saying that you're so honest, reliable, giving, generous, family-oriented, Or the worst one, nice. Be it. Don't talk about it. She's heard a bunch of other guys tell her that they're nice. The truth of the matter is, everything that you do shows who you are. And saying who you are shows that you want to be that person, but you're probably not right now. So just show her who you are through your actions. It takes longer, but it'll be for real. Number 9, don't ask her for permission to kiss her. A girl wants you to feel when it's right to go in for the kiss. She wants you to take a risk. And even if she wanted you to kiss her, she doesn't want to have to take responsibility for agreeing to the situation. She wants you to take charge. And it's better to be too bold and kiss her when she's not ready than to chicken out, because she's not going to negatively judge you for being a man and for being assertive. I was on this date once, and this guy, he's tall, and he's standing a foot away from me. He says, "I really would like to kiss you right now." As if he wants me to co-sign the kiss. But he doesn't do anything about it. And so the moment passed, and I didn't really want to be kissed by him anymore. It just went away. And number 10, don't fall in love with her right away. Seriously, dude? No one falls in love after 1 or 2 dates. You might see a lot of things in her that you like and want to continue to get to know. But if you think she's the one after a date or 2, then you're probably idealizing her because you don't actually know her yet. Only inexperienced men fall in love after 3 hours of coffee. It shows emotional immaturity, a lack of judgment, and some desperation to just want to be with someone. Instead, understand that you're on an emotional high and that you don't really know her yet. You need a few months before you even start to get to know who she is as a whole person. So take your time. This is one of the most fun parts of a relationship. Okay, guys, I hope you've enjoyed this video and that it's been useful to you. And it's okay if you've caught yourself doing some of these things. It's all right. We all make mistakes. The important thing is that you're already taking an active step in trying to change. So if you'd like to continue to work with me on improving your dating life, relationships, or if you just want to know how to get laid, please get in touch with me via email, Skype, or my website.